Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy Czar. I have a couple more MLB picks for you guys. I believe we're 9-2 or 9-3. I'm sorry, we're 9-3 so far this week, so we're really hot. It sucks, but I having a couple of teams screw me over on the end. I'm going for a sweep. I swear I am, and we're getting screwed over at the end. It was Craig Kimbrell the other day. It was the Brewers yesterday, and then today it was the Giants. So it's a little frustrating. Wanted to pull them brooms out, but we'll have to wait. So before I get into the picks, though, I want to tell you guys I'm working with a company called Elite Picks. We have a plan that's $200 a month. That'll include every sport you can think of. So for example, it's going to have like NBA, MLB, NFL, and UFC on Saturdays. And since Dana White's Contender Series is back, those will be included for every Tuesday as well. So if you are interested, it's $200 a month. However, if you're like, man, I wish I could try that out, all you have to do is deposit $25 via Bet Online. Use the link that I will attach in the description. Send some proof over to this email, or just shoot me a comment if I'm not getting back to you guys and just say, hey, like, here's some proof, or could you check it, and we'll take care of you from there. Besides that, if you're noticing, I'm using a tool that has trends, ERA per 9, expected FIP, specific ERA versus that team. I'm going to be using a tool called Outlier. And in short, that's going to have a bunch of line discrepancies we'll show you guys. I'm just going to scroll through this really quick. And then if you're like, man, I really like that tool, I'm going to have a link as well for that tool. It's going to be, like I said, Outlier. You'll click that link. It'll give you a week for free, and you're able to dibble dabble with it, do whatever you want. I don't know if you guys get into a lot of the details and specifics of stats, but if you do, I think this is for you. Just try it out. It's absolutely free. And then after that, you make a decision on your own. Also, we have a Discord. So if you guys are interested in just seeing some free picks, we'll throw out line discrepancies, who has that best line. We have this link as well that I will also attach to the description. And in short, that will include a bunch of things. So over-under, specific player props, or just money line. So for example, Astros money line today or earlier today was at -125 via BetMGM. And at the time, that was the best line. So if you are interested in that, we do have a Discord. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. So you guys, starting us off for today, I have the Giants against the Braves. I'm going right back to the Giants. We have them at -115 odds. That's going to be via DraftKings. Anywhere else, it only goes up to 7 cents max, and that'll be through FanDuel. But I'm just going to trust that the Giants get a win here. These past two games between the Giants and the Braves have gone to extra innings, and I feel like the Giants were right there, and then they don't come through. So I'm going back to the Giants. I think I actually had the Braves when Chris Sale went against Blake Snell. And then today I had the Giants winning, and unfortunately they came up short. So I'm going to go right back to him. I think the Giants get this next game. I really like Robbie Ray. I know he struggled in the last game, but I think he's on to something. I've always been a fan of his. I thought he was really, really good in Seattle, which is why I know he had that injury, but I was surprised they let him go. But against Atlanta, I mean, Holmes is, I'm not a big fan. I don't know. I don't like Holmes. I'd always pick Robbie Ray over him. And like I've been saying with these two teams, for some reason, I would pick on paper the Braves offense, but these teams have just canceled each other out. And it being at home, needing this win, I got the Giants getting it done. So again, this is going to be the Giants at -115 via DraftKings. So next up, we have Houston Astros taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. This is pretty simple. I've said this again in previous videos. I prefer the Astros offense over the Rays, especially after trading Arozarena. That was a clear sign to me that they're in sell mode. They're kind of mailing it in. So I'm going to take the Astros here with Ronel Blanco. And if you're curious to see who the Tampa Bay Rays are rolling with, it's Zach Littell. I know his ERA against Houston is 1.59, but besides that, on average, generally speaking, not towards a specific team, his ERA per 9 is 4.12. So again, I think this is a case where the Astros wake up. They have a good game against Littell. He's nothing special. I'm actually surprised by that number being under 2 for that ERA per 9. But again, I just think the Astros get to him. Bregman, Alvarez, Altuve. I think this is probably like a 5-2 type of game. But again, use caution. I know they used Hader earlier, so I don't know if he'd be willing to go for tomorrow. But I'm going to trust, regardless, the Astros get this done. So that'll be at -120 via BetMGM, and it goes up to 126 through FanDuel. So I recommend BetMGM. This could change at any time, so just note that at the time of this recording, this is the best line currently. So again, Astros on the money line. All right, guys. So next up, we have the Seattle Mariners taking on the Detroit Tigers. This is an ugly game. This is an ugly series, if I'm being completely honest. Both of these teams have just underwhelmed all season. So from the Mariners' perspective, it's really confusing. It's odd. But I want to get in on this. So I'm going to take the Mariners here at negative 140. That's going to be through Bet365, and it goes up to it goes up to 145 through BetMGM. The main reason why I got in on this is because Seattle has Brian Wu going. I'm a huge Brian Wu fan. He came off like a bit of an injury, and I think it was also like a rotation thing where they just weren't sure where he fit in, because the Mariners looked really good, the rotation wise, coming into the season. So they brought him back. Again, he's 5-1 this year since returning. And on the other side for Detroit, we have Bresky going. He has a 4.57 ERA per 9. And then against Seattle specifically, it goes all the way up to 13.5. I don't think we get anything that crazy because Seattle leads the league in strikeouts. And Brian Wu has reverse split numbers that are awful. He has a 4.0 ERA, or 4.05 against Detroit. So a little troubling, but again, I think Brian Wu has a great game, and I think Detroit with Bresky, he kind of lets him down. So I'm hoping Seattle can at least get 3 to 4 runs before we get to that bullpen, but that's wishful thinking. I don't think we need that much necessarily, because I think Brian Wu holds it down. So again, we're going to roll Seattle here at negative 140 via Bet365. All right, guys. So last up, this one was a bit of a hard one, but I went with Chicago Cubs here. I seen Tyone going, and then for Cleveland they have Alex Cobb. That was the main reason why I prefer Tyone over Alex Cobb every day, no matter what. I wasn't a big fan of Cobb back when he was with the Giants, especially now. So give me Chicago here at plus money. I think this is a great value spot for what we're getting. I know Cleveland's nasty offensively with J Ram and basically Clase closing out the games. I know he went earlier. I don't know if he'll go tomorrow, but regardless, that bullpen is nasty. But I think Chicago is in a great spot to get this game. They're going to be at plus 115 via ESPN Bet, and they go down 7 cents. So you'll get them at plus 108 through FanDuel. So that's the worst line. When we look at Tyone, I think he's had a great season, depending on who you're asking. I think if you're expecting a lot more from him, I guess you'd be kind of disappointed. But his ERA per 9 is 3.5. We don't have any comparisons against Cleveland specifically. So this is going to be his first game facing Cleveland this year. And then as for Alex Cobb, same thing. He's 0-1 with a 7.71 ERA per 9, so that's disgusting. I don't think he has a good game here. I think Chicago, like I said, gets it done on the money line. And like I said, guys, that's going to be it for today. But if you are interested once more, we're just going to touch over this one more time. We have a Discord. I will attach that link. The tool I was using is called Outlier, and that specifically has a 7-day free plan. Don't forget, you can also access the picks via Bet Online if you haven't used the free trial. And all you have to do is deposit the $25, send some proof over, we'll take care of you. And if you've already used that, you'll have to go to the regular plan, which will be right here through elitepicks.com. So you guys take care, good luck, and I will see you guys soon. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this UFC video, and I will have that posted shortly.